من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. Greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm going to be like a guest in the room tonight. Sister Sabira going to show me how that she runs the room yesterday, so I can know that in my absence that somebody else is there to manage, to keep it going on. So act as if I'm not here, and I want to see how you're going to run the room, please. Whatever topic, whatever you want to read, whatever you want to do. And after this, in the end, inshallah, I will let you know what's what. Is this okay with you?
Yeah, inshallah. You want me just to read the next hadith that was in the book?
It's fine. Whatever, this is your choice now. Let's assume now that Muhammad Adly is sick or dead or whatever it is. Now, and this is his class that usually used to be, and that now you're going to make some kind of, to keep on with the work, what you're going to do. I hope my Spanish is clear.
It is, inshallah. Just give me a moment to grab a book.
Sure, you grab a book, grab whatever you want to grab. Take your time, act as if I'm not here.
Okay. Alhamdulillah for everyone being here. Is for those who have already joined us. If you heard, the Imam is not feeling well, so I'm going to share a reading. Inshallah. I'm not sure if we did this book already in this class or not, but it's also another book by the Imam, 100 Advices by the Prophet. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and start. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulullah. Narrated Anas bin Malik, radiallahu an. Abu Bakr and Al-Abbas, radiallahu an, passed by one of the gatherings of the Ansar, who were weeping then. He, Abu Bakr or Al-Abbas, asked, "Why are you weeping?" They replied, "We are weeping because we remember the gathering of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with us." So Abu Bakr went to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him of that. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came out, tying his head with a piece of the hem of a sheet. He ascended the pulpit, which he never ascended after that day. He glorified and praised Allah and then said, "I request you to take care of the Ansar, as they are my near companions, to whom I've confided my private secrets. They have fulfilled their obligations and rights which were enjoined on them, but there remains what is for them. So accept the good of the good doers amongst them and excuse the wrongdoers amongst them. Reported by Sahih Abu Bakr. And I'm going to share one more because I don't want to make it too short. MashaAllah. Madan bin Talha radiallahu an reported, I met Thoban, the freed slave of Allah's Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and asked him to tell me about an act for which, if I do it, Allah will admit me to paradise. Or I asked about the act which was loved most by Allah. He gave no reply. I again asked, and he gave no reply. I asked him for the third time, and he said, I asked Allah's Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about that, and he said, make frequent prostrations before Allah, for you will not make one prostration without raising you a degree because of it, and removing a sin from you because of it. Madan said that he met Abu al-Darda, and when he asked him, he received a reply similar to that given by Thaban, reported in Sahih Muslim. And I really didn't have a lot prepared tonight, Imam, so I don't know if you want to, I know your voice is not there. Sister Zahida joined the stage as well. So I don't know if she wanted to have anything that she might want to read or share since we have the group of people together. Inshallah.
Okay, so this is what you did yesterday?
Yes, I read the last sermon of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I just read something brief, but didn't have a discussion or anything because by no means am I qualified to speak on anything.
This is no problem. At least you show up, you have a book, you was able to read. This is a good contribution. Now, let me give you some kind of a hint to help in the future. So, as example, can you hear me?
Yes.
Go to Google. Do you have a computer in front of you?
I do.
You go to Google English and take one or two words or three words from the hadith and put it there in Google.
Okay.
As example, read the hadith for me, the first one.
Narrated Anas ibn bin Malik, radiallahu an, Abu Bakr and Al-Abbas, radiallahu an, passed by one of the gatherings of the Ansar, who were weeping.
Keep going.
He asked, why are you weeping? And they replied, we are weeping because we remember the gathering of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with us. So Abu Bakr went to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and told him of that. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam came out, tying his head with a piece of the hem of a sheep, and he ascended the pulpit, which he never ascended after that day. He glorified and praised Allah and then said, I request you to take care of the Ansar.
One second. See, all this was not the hadith. This was that, like I say, introduction to the hadith. The hadith is the word of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we're going to take two or three words of this. Say, I adjure you about my Ansar, or what is the first two, three words?
I request you to take care of the Ansar.
Take these three words and go to Google and put it. Search.
Okay. Okay, so now we have. So you want me just to like click on the first article on Sunnah.com? Is that where you want me to like open up one of the articles?
No, we don't need Sunnah.com.
Okay.
Tell me who is there that showing that they have this hadith. Tell me the name of the sites.
Quran X, iium.edu, alim.org, islamonline.net.
Okay.
Sound good.
As example, go to islamonline and put the hadith now and search it.
Okay.
Did it give you the hadith?
I'm trying to search for it right now.
Okay. So you open.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see where a search bar is on this website because it looks like it just takes.
No. Hold it.
Okay.
We already made a first search. It give you different stations or different pages that contains this hadith, like islamweb.com, so and so.
Right.
Okay, I want you to read the names of these different places.
Right. So, like, you mean like not Sunnah.com, but like you said to go to islamonline.net. But when I clicked on it, it really didn't have that specific hadith. It spoke more to the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's care for people with special needs. That's what the topic came up underneath. So
Okay, let's continue reading other places that has this hadith.
okay. They have Abu Amina Elias, masjid.com. So, are you looking like for just something that gives more detail on that specific hadith?
Exactly, because any hadith that you search in it, there is other people that work on it before. But some of these people, you understand, or some of these sites is not that accurate. So I'm trying to show you where you found a place that you can trust the information, so you can get the information from there.
Okay.
So when you put the hadith in search, it gives you different sites that this hadith is on their side. Do you understand?
Yeah, I do. But I think I'd have to put in more of the hadith because it's not really coming up with specific hadith. And even when I put
while you going through that, can you go over the hadith again? Like, what's the actual hadith? Sorry, I came late, kind of late.
No, that's okay. No problem. So the hadith was that the Prophet ﷺ said to a group of the companions, I request you to take care of the Ansar, as they are my near companions.
Okay. Take these 2-3 words and put it again in Google searching to show you different sites that they talk about the same hadith.
Okay. type in more of the hadith because this particular hadith is not coming up. Are there pages that you know, like if I can put it in the search bar as well, like websites that you prefer?
Because when I do work on Arabic, not in English.
Gotcha.
And you are not going to be able to make this in Arabic. So I was trying to show you, but inshallah, next time when you come to the office, maybe I can give you, understand, this special training.
Did y'all try to search it through the hadith reference, like the volume, the book, and the paragraph it is?
As example, do you have Islam Web in English? Say Islam Web.
I not that I'm familiar with, but there's another website, mahaja.com.
So as example, again, what's the name?
It's mahaja.com, and they give the hadith, and then they give some commentary and lessons learned from this narration.
Okay.
And I know this is probably what you meant.
Okay, open it. I am not familiar with the site, but yes, this is what I'm looking for, how to get your information. But I'm giving this as example, but I don't know how accurate is the site, but this only training to show you how to do it.
Okay. Now, I mean, just looking
So
at this,
open it. Open the site that you was talking about.
I did. Do you want me to read what they had for the commentary and lessons?
Yes.
So the commentary and lessons they had learned from this narration is: one, there is great virtue and honor in favor of the Ansar.
This is good.
I'm sorry. I read it wrong. There is great virtue and honor in favor of the Ansar in this narration. One, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam proclaimed them his close and trusted ones.
This is good.
Two, the command of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to accept their good and overlook their mistakes.
Very good.
This is an honor specific to them. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam bore testimony to them having fulfilled their responsibilities. The advice of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in their favor from the pulpit, saying, "I request you to take care of the Ansar."
Okay, this is what I was talking about. This is the way. But the main thing in this research, you have to go to certain sites because you may have a 15 site to relate to the same hadith, but the people who are in charge of the site itself, they take their information from a corrupted sources, or that they themselves are corrupted. So if you deal with them assuming that what they have is correct, this will be a serious problem. You understand?
Yes.
You sure?
I do, because normally when I search anything, I usually only reference one website. Okay. Because that's the one, yeah.
All right. I think we got the idea, and we got training on the site, on the spot now. The only thing is going to be missing that for me, inshallah, when you come to the masjid, I will show you where to go and what sites you can accept and what sites you could not accept, to be careful about things like this. Okay.
Inshallah, Jazakallah khair.
As example, okay, here I got the hadith in front of me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 sites that I can go get information. But I may trust 2 or 3 max out of this. So when I take the information, I have to make sure a reliable place where I'm taking my information is. You understand? Let's go to the other hadith and try to do the same practice on it. But under it, in the bottom, you say, go, gol. You understand? Do you have something like this in the bottom? Googgle. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, and they stay more and more. So this was the first page only. That means you have about 100 sites to talk about this hadith. Let's
Right.
go. Okay. Let's go to the other hadith that you mentioned tonight.
Inshallah.
And this is not training for Sister Sabira only. This is for everybody else to know how to present something to the room and how to be careful and what you use, what you don't use. Because Muhammad Adly is not going to be here for you every day, all right? And you have to understand how you can grow, walk, run, and after this, present things to the people. Let's go to the next hadith, please. What's it?
There's one under
The one that
Islam.
you read.
You want me to read it again, you said?
No, the second hadith.
Right, which is make frequent prostrations before Allah, for you will not make one prostration without raising you a degree because of it.
Okay?
And
Now take the same hadith and go to Google search in English and throw the hadith. Take any 2 words, 2 or 3 words and put it. But you put before it hadith because this will be a main word. And you put 3 words from the hadith. And now the hadith will come under different sites. Do you want to do this again?
yeah, I have it pulled up. So
Okay, good.
it's Abu Amina Elias, and then guide to Islam.com, islamqa.info.
Let's take this info. Yes.
So
Open
yeah, I opened it.
Islam.com.
And so a question that precedes when they answer and they bring hadith. And so it says, Imam Nawawi, may Allah have mercy on him, said, this shows that it encouraged to prostrate a great deal. What is referred to here is prostration in prayer. The words of the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, by prostrating a great deal, are to be understood within the framework of the basic principle governing many of the prophetic hadiths that connect rewards to actions, which is that whoever does more, Allah will add more to his reward, and whoever falls short will attain reward commensurate with what he does. Whoever does more, Allah may he be glorified and exalted, will give him more and more. As one of the Sahaba said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then we will do more. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, then Allah will give more.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, guys, I'll be excused, please, because my throat could not go more than this, okay? And I hope that this, inshallah, everybody benefit from this experience or experiments, that we know how we can go about searching certain things. And it's not only about found the hadith, it's about who do you trust information, what site you get from. This is very important. Now it's up to you to continue keeping the room open or not. As for me, I have to stop talking because I could not talk anymore.
Jazakallah khairan for the lesson. May Allah grant you complete shifa.
Inshallah. Jazakallah.
And inshallah, I don't know if Sister Zahida or Sister Tiffany, I know you had mentioned helping with the search. I didn't know if you had any additional questions or comments that either of you would like to make before we close out the room. I mean, to you, dua. May Allah give you a recovery, Imam. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair. All right.
With that, then we'll just close out the room. Inshallah. May everybody have a blessed evening.
Thank you. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam.